Hello guys, it's Pep from Pep here, and today we are gonna see an amazing deck that's anti-meta deck. It's amazing, as you will see in the dual replays, he did so well against all the meta decks from Shiranui to Blue Eyes and all the stuff that we have in the meta right now. I thought this deck, when I saw a card that gave me the inspiration to create this deck. So I'm here with a Shizu Ishtar, and let's go deep into the deck list. But first, let's start from the skill. The skill I've chosen is No Mortal Can Resist. A really breaking meta skill, can be used when your life points are at least 1,000 less than the opponent's, and basically you change all the monsters your opponent has in his graveyard into Skull Servants. And if you do not know, Skull Servant is this little boy right here. It's very funny, but of course it's useless. So you're basically gonna cut off all the resources of decks like Shiranui, of Blue Eyes, and also other decks that rely a lot in the graveyard. And right now in the meta we have a lot of decks that rely on the graveyard and on monster in the graveyard. So for example, like Lightsworn, for example. The deck list is this. Let's go deep into it. So as you can see, we are talking about Gravekeepers. So Gravekeepers are gonna through the meta. Let's start from the card that gave me the inspiration. The card I'm talking about is Demise of the Land. It's a quick spell card, so you can use it also in your opponent's turn, of course, because it says activate only when your opponent special summons a monster. And you know, in this meta, every deck special summon monsters. So this means that you're gonna basically activate this card every time you want. And when you activate this card, you can play one field spell card directly from your deck and activate it. This is amazing. So basically with this deck list we are playing with 6 Necro Valley. For all who do not know what Necro Valley does, it's pretty easy, it's pretty breaking the meta. Of course it boosts your Gravekeepers by 500 attacks and defense, and cards in the graveyard cannot be banished. Incredible, really. Negates any card effect that will move a card from the graveyard to anywhere else, and negate also cards that change types or attributes in the graveyard. So I'm talking about Element Saber. They cannot change type or attribute. Guys, incredible. Then let's go. We have 2 Cosmic Cyclone. I really thought that 3 were too much, also because, you know, you can lose life points also due to an attack of your opponent's monster, so you really don't need 3. Then we have, besides the 3 Necro Valley, we have also 2 Necro Valley Throne that are basically another Gravekeeper monster, because when you activate it you can just add 1 Gravekeeper monster from your deck to your hand, so you're gonna choose it. And also if you need an extra summon, maybe you can just activate the second effect and normal summon 1 Gravekeeper in addition to your normal summon set that turn. Then let's go deep to the monsters. We have the core of the deck, that is the Gravekeeper Spiritualist. What it does, it's a 2000 with the Necro Valley on the field, and when Necro Valley is on the field, you can tribute her and 1 monster in your hand or field to fusion summon a Gravekeeper monster from your extra deck, or a fusion monster, easy. Of course you can keep into your extra deck. Maybe we're gonna do this right now. You can also put a Quintet Magician definitely in the deck, because it's not gonna happen often, of course, but maybe you can have that situation where you have 5 monsters in total from hand and field. and so maybe you can go for the Acquainted Magician. In the Duel replays I never went for the Acquainted Magician, I didn't really have the occasion to do it, neither the necessity of course, but you can definitely put in it, we cannot know if it can be useful. Then we have the Gravekeeper's Headman 2 copy, what it does on summon, so either normal or special summon, it just can special summon one Gravekeeper monster on level 4 from your graveyard back to the field. So basically if you have a Spiritualist in your graveyard and you have a Headman in your hand, you can go again for a fusion summon as long as you control a Necro Valley. And of course this effect cannot be negated by Necro Valley, as all the cards of Gravekeepers, of course. Then we have our little big boy, Gravekeeper's Guard. It's just a monster removal, just in case we have to face monsters that cannot be destroyed. It's a quick removal, of course you just target one monster your opponent controls and make it return back to the hand. Why I play only one? Because with the Headman you can just recycle it. Yes, because with Headman you can choose to special summon the monster from the graveyard either in face up attack position or in face down defense position, so pretty busted. And of course you can choose to special summon in face down defense position also our Gravekeeper Spy. Why Gravekeeper Spy is so important? Because with Necro Valley on the field it's basically a 2500 defense monsters with 4 stars. That's huge, really huge. Then it also helps us having more monsters on the field. Maybe a Spiritualist, you can special summon a Spiritualist directly from your deck, and also it helps us having monsters on the field to be tributed for our Gravekeeper's Oracle. I play just one because the first reason is that I do not want to brick. So if I play only one, there's no risk that I draw into 2 or 3 into the same hand, okay? And then because with Necro Valley Throne I can definitely add him whenever I need or whenever I want, so it's perfect. Why we have Gravekeeper's Oracle? To deal with my nightmares, to deal with Cocytus, to deal with the big boss of Lunalight monsters, and to deal with all that cards that cannot be targeted or destroyed. Why? Because if we summon this big boy, what he can do is pretty amazing. He can make all monsters your opponent currency controls lose 2000 attack and defense, so that's huge. That's a big effect that is perfect to counter a Cocytus that's always in defense mode. So he's gonna lose 2000 defense and then it's gonna be pretty weak. Then the last card we have to see is of course the fusion monster of the Gravekeepers, the Supernaturalist. This guy is amazing because he lets you add a Gravekeeper's card once per turn in the end phase, so pretty amazing. You can add the Necro Valley just in case the one that you have on the field gets destroyed. You can add the Necro Valley Throne. You can add every type of monsters or of a Gravekeeper monster. So guys, it's pretty amazing. But last thing I want to say to you, I want to explain to you a combo that I made that you will see in the Duel replays that was huge. So the combo is pretty easy. It's when you start with a spy on your first turn and you just set it. So okay, you have your spy face down in face down defense position. Let's suppose with the Necro Valley on the field, so it has 2500 defense. Let's suppose that your opponent is gonna attack, or he can also decide not to attack. It's the same, but what's gonna happen is that if he attacks, you're gonna activate the effect, special summon a Spiritualist on the field. If he does not attack on your turn, on your next turn, you're gonna flip up your your spy, special summon a spiritualist, and if you have a Gravekeeper's Oracle in your hand, either if you have just drawn into it or you can activate a Necro Valley Throne just to add it from the deck to your hand, what it's gonna do is that you need only one other Gravekeeper and you can really OTK your opponent. Why? Because you're gonna activate the effect of your Spiritualist, and so fusion summon her with another Gravekeeper monster in your hand. So let's suppose another spy, and you will have a big boss like this, Supernaturalist, with over 3000 attack. Then you're gonna tribute the other Spiritualist that you just face up on the field to special summon the Spiritualist. You're gonna tribute that spy to to tribute summon your Gravekeeper's Oracle, and then activate the effect of making your opponent's monster lose 3000 attack and defense. And what's gonna happen is that you're gonna have two big boys, at least with 2500 attack, both with more than 2500 attack, that's gonna attack your opponent's monsters that have lost 2000 attack and defense, and this is definitely lethal. So guys, this combo is pretty huge. You will see this combo played in one of or maybe also two on the replays. Guys, this is the deck list. Lots of fun, consistent and competitive. The replays you're gonna see are from the legend rank. With this deck I just made straight from legend rank 1 to legend rank 3, and pretty busted. Definitely suggest to do it. Guys, I hope all the explanations are clear. Feel free to ask me whatever you want in the comment section down below. If you enjoy this content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for viewing, and as always, enjoy the replays!